We're going to be doing an oil change on a 2016 Sea-Doo Spark. These are both the same. And I already did on this one for the first time. And I learned a few ways how to do an oil change. So basically what you will need to make it easy is a pump right here. You can pick these up at quite a few places. I believe Harbor Freight might have one. I actually got this off the internet. The oil that I got for it is 10W40. These I picked up from AutoZone. The same with the funnel. Also, I picked these up at AutoZone as well because I did not have. You will need a E8 hex. E because it stands for internal. So you will need this, an extension. This is the 4-inch extension, a ratchet, and a flashlight. And like I said, this is from AutoZone. So basically this is what you will need to do an oil change. So first thing what we need to do is drain the oil. So let's do that. Just on the passenger side, there's a cap right here. Turn this counterclockwise. At the same time, let me see if this is on. Okay, this is on. You can use your hand, but it makes it harder. So this has an kind of like a key, a cut. So you can put this on here and twist. There you go. This is open now. Okay. Now I did drain the oil, but I will show you how to do it. So basically you take this out. When you take this out, you're gonna have some oil on it, so you want to use a napkin. Set that there. And that's your excess, where we need to take the oil from. So we're just gonna take this line. Now this line does not come this long. I did get this from Menards. It's just a water line. I made it like 3 times longer. So we're just gonna shove this in here until it bottoms out. You can see it bottomed out. And now we're just gonna put pressure on the tank, and this will take the oil out. You can see there's not much, just a little bit, but you can see it going through the line. So when this is full, which is 2 quarts and just a little bit more than 2 quarts, just let it drain. It'll take about 5 minutes. Once it drains, then we're gonna go on the other side, on the driver's side. Okay, this is the driver's side, left side. See right here, you have unlock and lock. So let's see which way. Okay, so it goes clockwise. Okay, then right here you got access. So you grab it, you pull it. You might want to use 2 hands. Otherwise it'll fly like it did to me. So now in here, we have our oil filter, which is right here. So here we have a better view of the oil filter housing. And now we're going to use the ratchet to get that loose. Make sure when you put this on, you hold it straight, not angled, or you will strip the bolt. So let's get this thing loose. Careful not to drop the bolt in. There's one, and we got 2 more. second one, and the final third one. And here's the third one out. Be very careful with the last one because that one's got a harness, so you can easily hit the harness and drop the bolt. So be careful with that one. I'm gonna put a napkin in there just in case some may leak. I don't want it to end up on the legs. There we go. You don't want oil on the water. So we're gonna put this here, just like that. Okay. And then I take the cover off. Sometimes these things are snug. Okay. This one came loose with the filter. The other one did not. So I'm gonna try and wiggle it to get the cap off the filter. I don't want to take the filter with the cap out because I'll be spilling oil everywhere. So let me wiggle this and see if I can take it out. Okay. So basically if you grab it from here and you raise it up, it will come loose. There's the cap right here, which I was not expecting that, but you can see this ripped right off the cap. So that is not good. I'm not sure if that's a failure from the manufacturer, but this cap's supposed to stay onto the filter itself. So basically because this cap came unglued from the filter, all the oil did go down. But if it doesn't, you can use this, how I did on the other one. So basically what I did is I shoved it right in here. As you can see, this is what I did on the other one. I shoved that right in there just like that. And then I took the oil out. Just so when I pull the filter out, I don't spill nothing. But right now you can see it's empty because the cap came loose and all the oil went down. So let's take this filter out. See, there's the filter. A little bit dirty. It's got about 50 hours or so. Not sure if you're supposed to change it at 50 or 100 hours, but either or. We don't put more than 50 hours a year. So they recommend you change it once a year. You can see the oil is still not dirty, just a little bit brown. So that's in there. So I am going to remove most of that oil. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the hole right there. You can see that one's empty. Now we took all the oil. Like I said, the other one was still full. It was up to right here. So I had to take all the oil out. So now we are back on a passenger where you check your oil, and we're gonna do this once again because sometimes oil still falls in there. So you can see there's the oil still in the system. When you pull that filter out, some may still leak inside the oil pan. So you want to get this out. Okay, so this took about a minute to take the remaining of the oil out of the engine that fell. I'm assuming when I took the filter out, everything that was in the lines or the engine fell at the bottom of the oil pan because there was no vacuum, so all the oil just leaked down. So that's it here. So now we're done. Now we're gonna put the filter back in. So basically what I did on the other one, I put a funnel right here and I put oil inside the oil housing halfway, and for some reason on this one it actually leaks down back in the oil pan, but on this other one it doesn't. So I have to do some reading or ask the dealer why it's like that. Maybe it's got a valve in there that only allows oil to go one way and not back. I'm not sure if that failed or it's normal like this, but the other one did not leak back in the oil pan. So basically what I did in the other one, I filled it up almost halfway. So when I put the filter in there, it has kind of like a prime oil in it. It's not dry. So I use a pick to take this out. Like I said, this is not supposed to stay in there. It's supposed to be glued onto right here. Just like that. This is the original, it says on it, Rotex. And there's the new filter. It is aftermarket, so let's see if this one actually holds better than the original. So basically, you want to make sure that's clean. It's got a little oil, but there's no dirt in it. And you want to lock this in. So you have to put this against something flat and push this down. See, it's hard, but if you put it on something flat, you can snap the filter back in the housing. So now you can see this is snapped in. Now it's just gonna put it back in there. Make sure you put a little oil onto the seal right here, even though there is oil in there, so we don't really need to put any. There's oil on here, so it's all good. So just gonna put it in there. And you do the reverse of putting the bolts back in. Make sure you align it right. Okay. And then put the bolts back in. Tighten the bolts back up. And don't over tighten these. Just one bolt. There's two bolts. And the third bolt. And that's the final. Okay, don't forget to remove your napkin. And if you do spill, make sure you wipe it good, if there is any. Okay, got the funnel in where you check your oil, and we're gonna add 2 quarts. And then start up and then check to see if it needs more. Alright, put the second quart. Okay, remove the funnel. Once you're done, set it in a napkin or wherever you want to set it. Make sure your dipstick is clean, like this one is. And then put it back in there. You don't have to close it, but make sure it is in completely. I'm going to start it up for about 10 seconds. And then we can check the oil. All right. Now what I'm going to do is take this out, clean it, let it sit for about a few minutes so the oil can settle, and then check again with the dipstick to make sure that it is at the proper level, which it should be. Oh, this one's upside down, but between here it's safe. So this is max, minimum. So you can see at 2 quarts it does need more, so it probably needs a quart. I mean a little bit more than, well, it's at 2 quarts right now, so it needs a little more. So this is the 3rd quart, and we're gonna go up to right here, and I should bring it up to full. So now we are at full, and this is how much I used out of the 2nd one. So you can see almost close to 6. Made a mistake. This is the 3rd quart. Quart. So the 3rd one I used up to right here. Lock it. Lock the cap on the other side too, and that completes the oil change on a Sea-Doo Spark. Thanks for watching.